Thank you very much once again. Let me welcome you back to this one aristocratic channel of ours. And this is MATRIC+NATED Specialist. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe more and then share to the others that are concerned. Then today we are going to look and then we are going to anticipate in a creative arts. Please bear in mind that this is a final examination paper revision based on it was written now in November. So we are saying that this is a creative arts grade next year that can be asked pertaining in this section A. And then under section A, we are given that is a dance, that this is a dance. This is a question, one multiple choice question. And in the extent we are given to say the answer, write only the letter 1.06 follows that refers that place to the other. The 1.2, the snake dance. Why we are saying the snake dance, the similarities on how the snake is moving. And then saying the canon dance is where, six of this one, it is where a movement, which is the 10. So we are saying what others, they join up. When you do stretch safely, it is when your muscles are warming up so that the conductivity of the dance can be effectively and it can take 2.5. The leg brushes is number D, the tendons, which can be I have in question 2 here. It says which is the correct term in to 2.2.5. So in 2.1, we are having it is a Tsonga dance that is practiced in their tradition. So one of the key dances that they do to represent the number D, the equivalent dance, the round D. Now the particular, and then we are saying in 2.3, we've got the Gambut dance, the black miners of South Africa, we've got the Pantsula. Number B, it is the 50s, that to S number C, which is the Southern Basotho women when they are doing that particular. All right, thing to say in 3.1 and response is but then in number 2 there to say add on the balance. In 3.3, we are saying that negative shape. What is negative shape? We are saying that this is unoccupied personal space around the body. That is a negative shape. And then in 3.4, we say blind and guide. We are saying that in this instinct, the leader holds the partner with a hand, a family, and takes him or he takes care of him or her. And then we've got in 3.5, whereby we are saying that we've got the meeting and pairing. We are saying in this instinct where a dancer or a partner meets another and parts, example, they start to greet. So we are saying that the greeting, they can be met by terms of the hand. All right. If we are moving on again, we can see that we can go to a question 4, whereby we are saying that 4.1, it says, explain what is meant by the natural gesture. And then in 4.2, they say, give 5 examples of the natural gesture. They go hand in hand. So we want to go and see the definition of natural gesture and the examples of basically the definition here. The natural gesture, it is given as is an everyday movement that expresses the idea throughout through the emotion. Then you get your 2 marks there. And the examples now of this gesture, examples, they can be 4.2, biting your nails, number 1, number 2, stamping, number 3, talking with your hand, crossing arms, and etc. Then you get your maximum now of 5 marks. That is very, very clear and easy. And then if ever we are moving on again, they say here in 4.3, using the examples of the natural gesture you have mentioned in 4.2, write a movement sequence. What is a movement sequence? When a dancer is moving from one direction to the other, following a particular sequence and the rhythm, we are saying that is the movement sequence that would allow as a group that is based on the gesture. So the following, number 1, it must show the beginning of the dance, how you start to dance, and the ending, how now you show us that you have natural gesture. So we are saying that the weight variations, it talks about the difference of the natural gesture that is given. What is it that it varies? Are you clapping your hands or are you waving throughout the dance? And then we are talking about 4.3.3, the still in 4.3.4, the repetition. Remember that in a dance, there should be the dance that should be repeated throughout the dancing scenario. And then we are saying in 4.3.5, the dance elements. So remember that we must write a paragraph containing these 5 aspects. I think that is very, very clear. Okay. In 4.3.1, we are saying beginning and ending. Any relevant steps that can be followed are acceptable. The steps that can be followed, any relevant steps that can be followed are acceptable. For example, we can say the variation of gesture. There's where that you are talking with your hands. There's where that you are crossing your arms. Then we talk about the stillness. There are some aspects whereby in the dance scenario, you as a person, you are remaining calm and you are not moving. And then we are saying that the repetition. So throughout the dance, there's a time that you would repeat such dance. There's a time that you would repeat based on the what? Based on the target audience and based on the rhythm of the song, which is a stimulus. And then we talk about 4.3.5, the dance elements. What is the dance made out of? It can be a balut dance, so that it regards to the dancing elements. All right. I hope that we can go to one of the last question of ours here. And then we can see that in this instant, we are given question 5. And then in question 5, that is the body as an instrument. This is a story of Mamela Nyamza. So he's talking about the body as an instrument. So this person is using the body as his instrument. Let us go quickly and read this so that we can go to the questions that follows. Mamela Nyamza is a dancer, teacher, choreographer. She is trained in varieties of styles of dance, including the ballet, modern Spanish dance, jazz movement, and mime, flying low technique, releasing technique, gumbo dance, and styles in a ways that challenges this traditional standard. Nyamza has performed nationally and internationally, has a choreographed, autobiographical, political, and social pieces, both on her and the collaboration with other artists. She draws inspiration from a young Black woman. All right? So we can see that she's very learned. And then early life. The early life, it talks about the story, how he was born, where, and what made an impact in this dance. 6. Into a large family living in Gugulethu, Cape Town in South Africa. Growing up in Gugulethu had enormous influence. She explained the environment which she was immersed did not give her a choice but to love dance. There was music and sound all day long, and even in streets, the noise became music. Dancing became a way for Nyamza to understand all that was happening in the world around her. He said, I used my body as an instrument to react to all forms of sounds, whether it will be playing, crying, or watching, all sorts of things in one that can imagine happened in Gugulethu in the 80s. So you could see that the Gugulethu lifestyle, it was very, very challenging. Hence, the Gugulethu struggle during the apartheid era. So we are saying that since the childhood, she has continued to dance as the same, as means to interpret, cope with, and reconcile her life events. When her mother was raped and murdered in 1999, dance gave her the inner strength to somehow face scaring experiences. Additionally, her mother's death greatly influenced the development of the abstract style of dancing. After my mother died, I could feel her in my dreams, tell real stories. I also later came out of the closet and I started experiencing discrimination in society. And that is, so let me be the voice that addresses all these issues. She was quoted saying that. So you can see that the dancing project is coming very far. If ever we are moving on, let us talk about the community outreach and project volunteering. So this particular person went to volunteer, can also use dance as a means to heal themselves by using it to express experiences. They may find it difficult to put it in words. It is this belief that motivated her to take various volunteer community outreach projects, including ballet teaching in Mamelodi, volunteering at a Tembalethu Day School for Disabled, and launching a project at the University of Stellenbosch that uses relating to HIV and AIDS, domestic violence, and drug abuse. Nyamza positively impact people's lives. Art has developed me and opened a total different book for me, and to giving back to the communities, helping those that come from where I come from. and showing them that is art, that this is art, out of issues, just like myself. All right. So we can see this is a sad reality and the sad story. If ever we are moving on again, we can see the education. Ken had training as a dancer at the Zama Dance School under the Royal Academy Dance. She continued her training at the Pretoria Dance Technikon, where she received a national diploma in ballet in 1998. Nyam further had dance education at the prestigious NVAV Dance Theatre, the State Theatre Dance Company, with whom she did performances both nationally and attended various intensive workshops and classes, including choreograph, a workshop in Vienna International Dance Festival, ballet training with Martin Skunbe through the Pact Dance Company, African dance workshops in Soweto with the team, dance through London's prestigious the Sanders Wells Theatre. So let us go and read about the career, and then we can see based on the career, this far-ahead dance, full of dancing, a choreographer and a teacher. In her early career, she performed in various major international musicals, including The Lion King, in the Dean Head, We Will Rock You in South Africa in 2006, and African Foods. In 2006, Nyamza photographed most which deals with important political social issues existing in the modern South Africa. One of Nyamza's most choreographer pieces is Hajj. Hajj was at the Out of the Box Festival, the Box Dance Festival, and the World Population Foundation. So you can see that his work, it went global. Additionally, Nyamza did inform studio performances of Hajj in Brazil and Vienna at the selected schools in Eastern Cape, Durban, and Cape Town, and at the African Domestic Violence Conferences in Johannesburg. She also performed the pieces in various shelters for abused women in Netherlands. May her work go through and heal others. So in 2009, Nyamza was selected to be South African representative to travel to Los Angeles, United States, and complete as one of the 8 countries and 6 different continents in the Super Stars of Dance, a show, the NBC television New York. There she was performed a tribal piece entitled Afrofusion, which told the story of a woman deeply frustrated with her marriage and life. Although she did not win the show, the judges loved her piece and awarded her 58 points. Additionally, she was a choreographer for the television show, So You Can Think, You Can Dance in 2008. In 2011, Nyamza was honored with the Standard Bank Young Artist Award, along with the other Standard Bank Young Artist Award winners. Nyamza showcased her work in 2011 National Festival in South Africa. There she performed pieces Isi, Kala, and Amafoko Home, which featured a solo work by Nyamza and was collaboratively production of the Ugna Dance Theatre Company from Ethiopia. Got the knowledge, implemented back at home, and then if ever we are moving on again, the last pieces, Nyamza said that her intention to use an open space to explore the notion of collaboration. When people are collaborating, it means people are becoming together by seeing how where the similar and different bodies could meet in an environment or in a movement. Manela Nyamza collaborated with the UK-based artist Mchisola Adibayo to create I Stand Corrected. The powerful piece addresses issue of the homophilia and rape that Nyamza describes as the Nyamza is killed for being a lesbian and is coming back to the correct itself. The piece is premiered in South Africa and successfully ran for 3 weeks at the Oval Houses and fantastic reviews. Additionally, I Stand Corrected receives 6 of West End Theatre nomination in the London. All right, if ever we are going to the last 2 stanzas, this is the last right? And then if ever we are moving on again, you can see that the second last stanza, I stand corrected, was also performed at the Soweto Theatre in South Africa. This was major accomplishment for Nyamza because of the difficulty she was experienced securing a spot in the National Theatre. I have performed in Soweto, and because of that, I'm the proudest artist ever. Obtaining funding from South Africa has also proved to be a barrier for Nyamza. It's sad that we still have to struggle for funding here at home, while internationally we don't have to apply, we just get invited. Despite the barriers she faced, Mamela Nyamza continues to thrive. It means to grow. When you are thriving, you are growing. In March 2013, she performed at Infecting City in Cape Town, South Africa. This project places existing new artworks, unexpected spaces in the middle of the city to challenge South Africa, Cape Town's ideas of art in the public space. Nyamza is excited for her future and plans to continue creating the work and African stories and she experienced with the rest of the world as long as she can. 5.1, if ever we are moving, explain one sentence who Mamela Nyamza is, in which province she was born. So you are going to say she's a dancer, a teacher, a choreographer, and the activist. 5.8, we have read it there. 5.3, name two styles of dance in which she trained. And then the two, she trained the ballet, modern dance, African dance. And 5.4, Nyamza faced challenges in her life. How did she deal with them? And 5.5, Nyamza's mother was raped and murdered in 1999. What would you do as an artist to minimize the crime rate in 5.4? She used her body to dance as to cope in whatever challenges that she met. And what is it that you can do? You can run a public awareness in order to let the society know about the crime. And then that would minimize the crime rate in your area. In 5.6, in 2004, Nyamza had a major international performance, named the plays and the musical. And the musical she performed, and then we can see the plays and the musical as she performed. It is at the Lion King at Den Haag in Netherlands. 5.7, which career did Nyamza follow in her life? And you know that the career, it is the, and then 5.8, as a learner, and then you are going to say a dance, and then you just motivate your answer. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you tune on for the next content. Good luck for your examination.